Hey guys, welcome back to Midnight English Classroom, the podcast that helps you speak real English with confidence, not textbooks. I'm your host, Nathan, and today we're tackling something that trips up even advanced learners. How do you actually start a conversation in English without freezing, fumbling, or accidentally staring at someone for 10 seconds too long? If you've ever stood near someone at a coffee shop, networking event, or even just on the bus and thought, "How do I say?" You're not alone. Starting conversations can feel like stepping onto a stage with no script. But here's the good news: starting a conversation isn't about being clever or funny. It's about being human. And in English, there are simple, natural phrases that work every single time. In the next minutes, I'll give you the exact 5 go-to openers that sound friendly, not robotic, how to read social cues so you don't interrupt or weird people out, and a real-life trick I used when I moved to London with 0 friends. So whether you're prepping for travel, work, or just want to chat with your English-speaking neighbor, this episode is your confidence boost in audio form. Let's break the ice, literally. Why starting feels so hard and why it shouldn't first. Let's normalize this: starting conversations is nerve-wracking for everyone. Even native speakers get sweaty palms before saying hello to a stranger. But here's what most learners don't realize: people expect small talk. In English-speaking cultures, especially in places like the US, Canada, the UK, Australia, light conversation is part of daily life. Cashiers ask how your day is. Coworkers comment on the weather. Neighbors wave and say, "Nice garden." It's not because they're nosy, it's social glue. And the best part, you don't need deep topics to connect. In fact, starting simple is more polite. I remember my first week in London. I was standing in line at a bookstore right behind this woman reading a novel. My heart was racing. I wanted to say something, anything, but my brain went blank. Finally, I blurted out, "That book looks interesting." She smiled and said, "Oh, it's amazing. You should read it." And just like that, we chatted for 5 minutes about authors, cafes, even her dog. That tiny opener, "That looks interesting," was all it took. The truth, people want to be approached kindly. They just need a gentle nudge. And English gives us perfect, low-pressure ways to do that. Okay, let's get practical. Here are 5 natural, universally safe conversation starters you can use today, ranked from easiest to slightly more personal. Opener 1. "Hi, how's it going?" This is the Swiss Army knife of greetings. Casual, friendly, and works anywhere. At work, at the gym, even waiting in line. A tip: don't overthink the answer. Most people say, "Good, thanks, you," and that's your cue to keep going or politely exit. Opener 2. Comment on your shared situation. You're both stuck in rain. Say, "In crazy weather today, huh?" At a conference, try "This speaker's really good. Have you been to one of these before?" These work because you're talking about something you both experienced, so it feels natural, not forced. Opener 3. Give a genuine compliment. Not "You're beautiful." That's too strong for strangers, but "I love your bag. Where's it from?" "Your presentation was really clear. Thanks." Compliments show warmth, and people love talking about things they chose or created. Opener 4. Ask a light, easy question. Avoid, "What do you do?" to job interviewee. Instead, "Have you tried the coffee here? Is it good?" "Do you know if this bus goes downtown?" Simple questions invite short answers and often lead to more. Opener 5. Use the Me Too bridge. If someone mentions something like, "I'm so tired," respond with saying, "Did you stay up late?" This shows you're listening and builds instant connection. Now, here's the secret sauce. Pair your opener with a smile and relaxed body language. Even if your grammar's off, warmth makes people lean in, not away. All right, important reality check. Not every moment is right for conversation, and learning to read social cues is just as crucial as knowing what to say. Here's how to tell if someone's open to chatting. They make eye contact or smile. They're not wearing headphones, big signal. They're standing, sitting without rushing. Their body is turned toward others, not hunched over a phone. Red flags: headphones on, plus avoiding eye contact. Please don't talk to me. Typing furiously on a laptop in a cafe, probably working. Walking fast with a frown, not the time. And if you start a convo and they give short answers, yeah, fine, while looking away, gracefully exit with, well, I'll let you get back to it. Nice chatting. Remember, rejection isn't personal. Sometimes people are just having a bad day. The goal isn't to force friendship, it's to practice kindness and connection when the moment feels right. Practice like a pro, even if you're alone. But Nathan, you might say, I don't have anyone to practice with. No problem. Here's how to rehearse conversation starters, even solo. Mirror, practice stand in front of a mirror and say your openers out loud. Watch your facial expression. Do you look friendly, nervous? Adjust until you look calm and approachable. Voice notes, record yourself saying, hello, do you know if this train stops at Central? Listen back. Is your tone warm? Speed okay? Tweak it. Watch and mimic. Put on a sitcom like Friends or The Office. Pause after a character starts a combo. Repeat their line with the same energy. Notice how they use pauses. Smile. Start small in real life. Order coffee and add, how's your day going? Ask a store clerk, do you recommend this brand? These micro conversations build muscle memory and confidence. And remember, mistakes are welcome. Once I asked a barista, how you doing? And she said, great, yourself. I panicked and said, myself is fine. We both laughed. She still gave me extra foam. Awkward moments, they're just stories later. Keep going. So let's recap. Starting a conversation in English doesn't require perfect grammar or a stand-up comedy routine. It just takes a simple opener, a friendly tone, and the courage to say hello. Use one of the 5 magic phrases we covered, read the room, and give yourself grace. Even natives mess up. If you try one of these openers this week, I'd love to hear how it went. Drop a comment below. Tell me where you used it and what happened. Seriously, your story could inspire someone else to take that first step. Thanks for listening, and remember, every fluent speaker was once too nervous to say hi. You've got this. Until next time, go say something kind, curious, or simply human.